and talked to two people that Eric said have won tens of thousands of dollars on his Jags at Home shit. Sorry, not shit, but show. Explain that.
Explain what? The show?
Explain how they won money, or maybe we can talk about it with them. But I think they need like a preface.
Yeah. So Kyle S is a guy that we see at the top of the leaderboard all the time. Before we changed the prizing rules, it was $2,500 per quarter. So he was winning $2,500 per quarter before we switched it to like 6 winners per quarter. So this man won like $27,000 throughout the season. He played every week, and I only know this because the other guy that's coming in tweeted me tonight saying that he won $5,000, and then Kyle S replied that he won $27K. So
casual.
We're gonna see how
they did
it, because there's a lot of Jags trivia, and this guy must be a Jacksonville historian,
or he has just Google open. We'll talk about it with him.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, Kyle S. and Josiah? Josiah, you look a little confused. You good? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
You guys are grinning ear to ear because you guys are rich as hell from Jags at Home this season.
It feels like it.
Is this where you guys sit when you do Jags at Home?
That's where I sit.
I sit on my I sit on my chair in my living room.
Do you guys have the Jags game like in view?
Yeah,
I do, yeah.
Or do you just like do the game?
I have them both, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah,
So-
we're just talking about like how you did it.
Yeah, tell us how much each of you won, and we'll start from there.
Go first, Josiah.
All right. Well, my exact amount was $5,050. Nowhere near Kyle's, but I mean, quite a bit for someone my age, 16.
Damn, I don't know what I would do with 5K at 16.
Yeah.
Is it so? How do they pay you? Do they pay you after each week?
They email you a couple days later after each win, and you fill out some papers and email them back, and then they send you a check.
Damn.
So they had Kyle's information on file then.
Yeah.
Just had the checks ready. So
Yeah,
you won
You're
5K.
probably-
How much
probably
did you
already
win, Kyle?
Like the Jaguars payroll. You probably have a do you have a 401k with the Jaguars?
The IRS is going to think I do. And it was definitely unreal, man. I got super lucky. But because of how they roll, they're paying out every 2 weeks or so. And I got lucky with a couple first places. So one of the checks was actually $7,500. So I felt like a practice squad player or something.
So you say you got lucky. What do you mean?
Just playing. I mean, early on, I figured the game out quicker than everyone else did, I think. Just kind of lucky good with that kind of stuff. And I knew everyone else until about week 6, everyone was betting for the Jaguars and I was betting against them.
Yes.
And that worked heavily in my favor. And then once everyone else kind of caught on that they couldn't get their rooting interests involved with the game, everyone started betting against the Jags as well, and that made it way tougher.
Yeah. So that when I started, I probably wasn't able because I worked during the games, so I wasn't able to like give it my full attention. But my strategy would have been, and the couple times I did play, and I probably did this too late, was I was looking at every question and doing, what would people least likely, like what's the least likely? Because I think you have to be like one of the few that say a particular answer because you'll get more points and then everyone else. So I guess you kind of take your chances. If it's an obvious answer, then you'll go, okay, this one, I'll go with the crowd on this one. But then if there's a question that's like, okay, I can take a chance here and say, this is probably one that not a lot of people will say, but it's probably the most likely to happen.
Right, for sure. Yeah, it was a balancing act between if I was ahead, I always guessed what I thought everyone else would guess to maintain my lead.
Okay.
If I was behind, then I'd have to start risking it, whether I'd start betting on turnovers happening, which are unlikely, having one per quarter and that kind of thing. And if it happened, then I'd catch up. If not, then too bad.
I played during the Tax Slayer Bowl because they did similar game because they were playing in the Jag Stadium. And I played the quarter that you won, quarter 2. I was like, Kyle S is here too for college football. What are you doing? And it was tough because I was trying to pick answers that, because it shows you the percentages of people that are picking. So that ruins me psychologically. So sometimes I would try to pick one that had a lesser percentage, but like sometimes the questions would pop up like, will this team get past midfield? The team would be at like the 40. So that's like an obvious one and stuff like that. But my thing with you is like, you were answering all these trivia questions like correctly. So I got to know, since you were in front of a computer, were you cheating?
No, I definitely did research beforehand though. After the first couple of weeks, like I started to realize how they were
What kind of questions they would ask.
Yeah. So I started doing research on the other teams and like common players and coaches and all that stuff. Definitely like head-to-head records. And then I started thinking about pretty much I put myself in the game maker shoes. Like, what would I ask if I was hosting the trivia question? And then I looked up all the answers for that. I have, do I have any here? Like, here's my cheat sheet for the last game.
Damn.
So that, I don't know if that qualifies as, angling, but it definitely helped.
Josiah, did you have any strategy, or did you like get lucky a couple weeks? Did you make 5K in 1 week or throughout the whole season?
Well, I won the first 2.5 grand. Like I won the first quarter of week 1.
Oh shoot.
Man, you started strong.
Technically, I got to it before Kyle did.
Oh shit.
He's the OG.
But I won that 2.5 grand, and then I had a long stretch of winning nothing. And then I eventually caught back up, but it was after, because Kyle was winning like every single time. And I mean, as another person who was playing, I kind of grew a little hatred for Kyle. I was like, Kyle, I swear, can you stop winning? And then they eventually changed it to the top 5, and then I was able to start winning again. And I was like, okay, I don't hate him as much anymore. But
yeah, I think go ahead.
I also did research too before the game, but I didn't have a page like that. Like I do it on my computer, so I just have tabs of my research up to switch over to. So that's what I did.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the questions that they were coming up with, they were kind of similar, because I only saw like the Duval double ones. I didn't see all the stuff that you guys were picking. I literally only looked at like an iPad camera and then my feedback monitor. So I didn't see any of the chats. I didn't see what you guys were looking at, but I kind of like understood where they were going with these questions from the Duval double ones. They were asking about like former players, former head coaches, last time we swept the team. So if you're playing like every week for 4 quarters, I can see where you can like start to catch on with that. But you guys are smart, man. I don't think I would have did research if I was playing. So that separates the 27,000 and the 5,000 versus the 250 random winners that happened during the season. Did they ever pick you for a random winner, either of you, or
No,
Not me.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we can't.
Yeah, I didn't put much hope in that.
I would have been, they would have been pissed if they saw that Kyle won a $50 Amazon card. Shout out.
Yeah, I remember
the chat got. Go ahead, man.
There were a couple weeks that like I was in, because I choked quite a few times. There were times that I could have probably won first place multiple times. There were times that I fell out of the leaderboard last second on the easiest questions. Like I remember there was one question, it still haunts me because I would have won $2,500.
Oh,
it was a question about which rookie scored their first touchdown against the Colts, and I actually
Cecil Shorts.
No, this season.
Oh,
and I knew
Chanel.
who it was.
Visca.
I knew who it was. It was Visca, but I choked, and before I went to click Visca, I was like, "Wait, was that James Robinson?" Even though that was the Titans. And then as soon as I clicked, I was like, I messed up, and then I dropped to 6th place, and I finished in 6th place.
Damn. Did Kyle win that week?
Yes. I remember one week the Jags at home. I think it's Jacob. He was, because Kyle hadn't won anything for 3 quarters, and he was just like, "All right, are we pitching a shutout for Kyle this week?" And then Kyle wins first place.
Damn.
Just to laugh at everybody.
And he was winning halftime hustle. It was random.
I quit halftime hustle like a couple weeks in. I won 2 second places, and then I was like, yeah, I give up on this. I just go eat during halftime. That's when I get my food.
Was halftime just a random series of trivia questions?
Yeah, it was Spitfire trivia. I wish you could have played like live too, Eric, because I'm sure you would have been good at it, better than you were with the college games. I mean, because stuff with the college games without like knowing the teams, and there wasn't much trivia, during that the tax layer one, but the Jag stuff. I mean, once you get the hang of it and stuff like we're, me, you, and Andy are all the same generation, so we kind of know a little bit more than Josiah. No offense, man, but we lived this stuff and you didn't, and kind of an unfair advantage. So
already, Josiah, you're 16.
Yeah, I'm 16. I mean, I've been a diehard Jags fan for only a couple years. I mean, my whole family's been a Jags fan my whole life, but I really didn't get into football or sports at all until maybe like the year before 2017.
That was like me so I didn't really get into football like until the year before 2007, and then the Jaguars went to the playoffs 2007.
Yeah.
So for you, the Jaguars went to the playoffs 2017. So it's very similar.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be good.
Yeah.
But so for being 16, I do know a lot of stuff, but I mean, to be fair, like I have done a lot of research and stuff to kind of make up for the years that I didn't watch. So like I have hatred for the 1999 Titans, even though I wasn't born.
See, me, I find that hard. My hatred really only comes from what I've experienced. Like I don't have any, like I know my friends that are older than me, like that live in Jacksonville, despise the Titans, and for that reason, I was like, I can't pull any emotion from that. Like I just didn't live that. So I hate the Titans for what they've done to me, my experience. Yeah. But I don't have that 99 passion, which really is really deep.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I read about it and I saw like the articles and people
you're like, fuck the Titans.
they stole our playbook, and I'm like, wow, we could have gone 19-0. Could have been, so nobody could say you guys never went to a Super Bowl. But
yeah,
now
it hurts deeper because the Jags have a handful of winning seasons in their entire existence. So
aren't you glad though, Josiah, that they didn't make the Super Bowl, because now we get to experience it for the first time with everyone.
That's fair. But I mean, I would like to have a 19-0 season in our history. Because if you think about it, Dolphins fans suck right now. They're garbage. I mean, they did good this year, but Tua kind of choked their season away. But well, they have they're not 19-0.
72.
There were less games, but they have their undefeated in Super Bowl win. That if anything comes to it, they can use that. Yeah. We don't have a Super Bowl to fall on like Tom Brady or Tom Brady fans, Patriots fans. They can be like, oh, we suck, but we have 6 rings. And all these other fan bases, we have nothing. So if we had that 19-0 season, I could be like, hey, at least we had a 19-0 season.
We have Jags at home, man.
That is true.
Hey, did you win $5,000 watching your team go 1-15? No.
I mean, I was numb to the pain. I just wanted money. That was it.
Yeah, it's a good season to do it. It's a good season to do it.
By like week 4, after we lost to the Bengals, it was everyone that was coming back was only there for the money. That's why Kyle S won everything. He's just like picking against us because like once we lost to the Bengals, we knew where the season was headed. But
unfortunately, so yeah, Jags at home definitely saved the season, and Trevor Lawrence too. But
yes, it's a good segue. It's where we're headed. But I don't have any information if this is going to happen next year. We didn't even have a follow-up meeting today. So
hey, I think we had a little inside discussion that I think Ashlyn was sick this week because they were testing Eric to see how he would handle a solo.
Doing it alone.
Yeah.
Are they trying to cut Ashlyn off? like slowly get her off the show. Gotta get the pay down.
Yeah. Maybe give you guys more money.
I don't know. There was
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I started thinking about that. I don't know. Like if we're back in the stadiums next season, then I'm
you're gonna want to tailgate, right?
Yeah, I want to tailgate. I want to be in the stadiums. I want to be hammered fighting fans and recording that,
Patriots game.
But I'm sure they're not going to be giving away $100,000 $160,000 during a season.
Yeah, I was stunned when they did it in the first place, But yeah, I'd rather be in the stadium too. I mean, money is money, but nothing replaces tailgating and being there, especially when we win.
Yeah.
For for sure.
Yeah, I remember the week 3 Titans last year. That was, I think, my first Jags game I'd ever been to, and that was
Whoa.
electric, especially on the fumble recovery at the beginning. I mean, because there were more people there because it's Thursday night.
Oh, the night game. Oh man, that was
Minshew Mania game.
Bud Light friend zone.
that was electric. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have the picture of Minshew smiling with a thumbs up after the game. I printed that picture out and I have it in my Jags collection area.
Nice.
Even when Minshew's gone, that just a memory right there.
Good night.
Good times. We're probably clearing the entire quarterback room.
Unfortunately.
There goes my Beowulf custom Jaguars jersey.
Oh man.
That's why I put my name on it.
Yeah, I thought it was a given. I thought he's set in stone, but my jersey curse continues.
Don't get Trevor, man.
I'll put it next to my. Yeah, right. I am not going to. I promise.
I have Foles, Minshew, Josh Allen, and myself.
Yikes.
Hey, 2 out of 4 of those.
Yeah, 2 out of 4 ain't bad.
The Foles jersey was like my first jersey, and I just thought, oh, new quarterback, he won a Super Bowl MVP. I didn't really know. That was before I started learning anything. That was very basic, and I saw Foles, he won a Super Bowl MVP, so I thought he was going to be the future forever.
What was he? 0-6 as a Jaguar?
Yeah,
something like that.
0-6.
That was that season. I went to like as many games as I could, and I remember when we were at the Colts. I think that was the game Foles returned. He did absolutely nothing and got hurt again. I was so pissed.
I was with all my friends at my house for week 1. That was rough. Miles Jack got ejected. Foles went down.
Oh, Chiefs, yeah.
Chiefs.
But hey, Minshew started things there.
He did. Yeah. He did. Well, thank you guys for playing Jags at home all season. Congrats on your winnings. And this was a very impromptu discussion. I'm glad y'all could come on. I hope the Jags don't see this.
Thanks for having us, man. Yeah, you're a great host.
Yeah,
podcast.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You made it entertaining. You weren't a lame host like a lot of shows.
Oh, I thought you was just say like someone else.
Someone else.
I'll just
throwing shade. Love it. Hey, y'all have a good night.
You too, bud.
You too. See
ya. All right, that was cool talking to people who have more money in their bank accounts than I, especially the 16-year-old.